Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here, coming at you from the Knifecenter kitchen, because today we're taking a look at the Wusthof Epicure line of kitchen knives. Let's check them out. So by now you're probably used to seeing Wusthof's knives with classic black riveted handles, but these knives are definitely a step above. The handles are still a full Tang riveted design, but instead of black plastic, these are actually made from recycled wood material. In fact, this is the same material that Epicurean uses for their cutting boards. What that means for you is that there's a definite upgrade not just in the feel, but the performance as well. Because this material is very similar to paper micarta, it feels very natural in the hand, and when it gets wet, it actually starts to feel a little bit grippier even than when it's dry. But Wusthof didn't just slap on these scales and call it a day, they've actually completely redesigned the way their handles function. In terms of a production kitchen knife, the handles are among the best I've ever felt, extremely comfortable and very well balanced. What sets these handles apart from the flat black contemporaries is the way they've contoured it. For one thing, there's a nice swell from the top view, and it curves over very nicely over the bottom. Like most German cooking knives out there, this is a full Tang design with an integrated bolster, but the handle material actually wraps around the front of the Tang, making it a completely uninterrupted surface here that feels nice and smooth and very comfortable. I also like the way they've radiused around this area in the bolster here. Creates a very nice area to choke up and do your pinch grips. And even when you're bearing down on a cut, there's nothing sticking out to catch your finger or cause any kind of hot spots. And that's a detail you just don't usually see on the less expensive kitchen knives. Moving on to the blade, you can see this is a very classic chef's knife pattern, but you can also get this in all your other kitchen staples, including paring and bread knives, utility knives, steak knives, and more. Where these knives differ from a lot of their German contemporaries and actually take a little bit of inspiration from the Asian counterparts is with the edge bevel itself. The edges are actually sharpened to a 14-degree bevel, which is a little bit steeper than the traditional German knives, making these cut even better. Furthermore, Wusthof has actually treated these with a clear ceramic coating on the blades as well. This is going to do a couple of things. Even though this is a stainless steel, that is going to help boost its corrosion resistance a little bit more. It's also going to help protect it from scratches, as well as making food glide off it even easier. While you can certainly buy these knives individually, you can also get a very nice block set that comes with everything you need right out of the box. And they've actually gone a step further with the materials on this block by upgrading it to acacia wood, which has a much warmer feel than your traditional blonde colored block, and it actually complements the handles of these knives very well. The block even comes with a few extra slots so you can put some of your existing knives in there, as well as some steak knife slots, which comes in handy because there is a nice set of Epicure steak knives in this series. Moving on to one of the smaller knives, this is the paring knife that you can get, and none of that magic in the handle has been lost in the transition to the smaller size. This is extremely comfortable, it indexes very well in the hand, and no matter what position you hold this in, it is extremely comfortable. So overall, these Epicure knives from Wusthof are really a nice upgrade in their lineup. And one thing you may want to keep in mind is they're actually eco-conscious in a way some of their other knives aren't. Acacia is actually a very fast-growing hardwood, so their use of that wood in the block is a great choice. And that eco-friendly material they use in the handles is sustainable in a way that the black plastic ones simply can't be. If you want to get your hands on any of these knives, click the link in the description below to head over to knifecenter.com.